dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast. Brother, we're talking about SmackDown. Wait, hold on, wrong notes. Wrong notes, that's not... Wait, what happened? Oh, wait, this is NXT. I don't know why I wrote SmackDown. You're... There we go. NXT. July 29, 2025. Vic, Booker, and Graves on commentary. I guess I'm more ready to Friday. Today's technically my Monday. I'm trying to get the SummerSlam. So, speaking of SummerSlam real quick. My movie theater here in Flagstaff, Harkins, is showing SummerSlam. You can go watch it, $20. I was like, oh, that's awesome. And it says showtime starts at 1. And I was like, I am not going to sit through the entire kickoff show and spend 6 to whatever hours at the movie theater. I was just like, that's an interesting time for that to start. Like, you're there for the entire kickoff show, the main show itself, 6 hours in a movie theater. I'd rather be at home so I can go use the red, cook. I was just like, oh, that's cool. But, 6 hours in the movie theater. That's insane. But, hey, it's an experience as well. Ooh, almost had a burp. Okay. We started off with a Hogan tribute. What's funny is, like, sometimes when I go back and watch highlights and stuff like that, they play the entire 10-bell salute for Hogan on those highlights. Like, when I just go back just to put them on, have them on in the background, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, you showed the one on SmackDown, yes. Then you got the one on Raw, now we got NXT. So, Hogan. Jada versus Jasmine. This was a fun match. Miss Parker, taking on Jasmine. Fatal Influences on the outside. And JC Jane with her double championships. But Miss Parker has something to say. And that is, kiss my ass, Jasmine, because I'm going to get the win. Miss Parker. Boom, 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 boom. Miss Parker. I love Jada. We got Javon Evans. He wants the big dog. He wants the big dog of NXT. But he gets Trick Willie, our TNA champion here. And Javon's like, no, I want Oba. But hey, Trick. And Trick's like, I'm gonna be a 2-time champion, so best watch out, JC. There's gonna be 2 champions here ruling both brands. And of course, Wesley and his crew, the High Rise they're called. Didn't realize that until this show. But it sets up a match later on. But Javon can bring it on that mic. I'm not going to lie. I really am enjoying him. And I really am enjoying this Trick Williams TNA Championship run. We get Tavion versus Charlie. And if he wins, he's not part of the no quarter catch crew anymore. I thought it was an interesting stipulation. But Mr. Tavion Heights, he gets the win over Charlie. And I'm like, Charlie! Charlie's alone now. Poor Charlie. What are we going to do with him? We got a Blake Monroe coming out. Crazy entrance. It's the thumbnail of the show with the mirror and everything like that. Awesome entrance. I really love Blake Monroe's thing. I really wish, I want... The merch is out now, but I'm like, I want more merch. Let's see what Blake Monroe can do. She's explaining why she did what she did to Jordan. She says, you're not good enough. But I also didn't really care for the body shaming because she was talking about JC Jane and this and that. But Lola comes out, and Lola's like, hey, I'm going for the NXT Women's Championship. Then Miss Parker's like, both of you. And Jordan Grace's music hits, but it's not Jordan Grace. It is Kalani Jordan, and I like the Kalani's like, ooh, this wasn't the Jordan you were thinking of, wasn't it? So he come out there, and of course Blake's talking, and she's like, oh, Kalani, you gotta you got a personality now. And I was like, ooh, and it ends in a big old fight. And my favorite part about this whole thing is after Blake and Parker gets thrown out, Blake kind of like pulls herself up on Parker. Parker looks down and is like, get your hands off me. Pushes her right out. Lash Legend versus Fallon Henley. I didn't expect this. But Lash lost to Fallon because of Nia Jax. And then Nia Jax attacks Lash Legend. Why can't I speak? God damn it. But Nia attacks Lash. And I was like, oh, okay. Go, Nia. Damn. Just wreaking havoc for everybody, huh? Then we get Wes versus Javon, which is my match of the night. Javon is bouncy. Hit him with that double cutter, man. Just that one cutter. Then going to the top rope and cutter. Javon gets the win. Trick is out there. Holiest Championship. Oba's out there. I'm just like, oh, what are we building to? What are we building to? A winner takes all? We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, match of the night. Wesley versus Javon Evans. North American Championship, Santino versus Ethan Page. The main event, Cobra time. You would think, no, not really. But Santino looked good. Santino looked good, man. I miss Santino. I miss Cobra and all that. And someone's probably going to be like, well, you know he wrestles in TNA. I'm like, I don't really watch TNA. Like, nah. I already got too much to watch. But, of course, Ethan Page got the win because that's Ethan Page, man. He's a dirty player. But Cobra, no more. And we get this really crazy final scene of Tony D'Angelo. He's at the restaurant. And then he's like, all right, Don. And he's like, no, I'm not the Don no more. And I was like, aw. And he's like, got his wine and whatnot. And then somebody's creeping up behind Tony. And Tony looks, he's like, oh. And we fade to black like the Sopranos finale. And I was like, oh. What? So we shall see what's next in store for Tony D'Angelo. My moment of the night is the silly Blake climbing up Parker and get your ass off me, pushing her and stuff like that. Moment and match of the night is Wesley versus Javon Evans, and that was NXT, man. A solid 4 out of 5. Vic Booker and Corey on commentary. That's it. That's all. Let's see what we're building to here. But tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit the subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the woman. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life.
What a match. Cutter! Beautiful. And Javon to the top.